welcome to my first YouTube video. Yes, I'm so excited to be here. I'm so excited to talk to you about a very hot topic that's been on trend for a couple of years now, and that is, drumroll please, sustainability. Yes, it's such a hot topic and I'm so excited to talk about it. There's a lot we can speak about on sustainability, but today I'm going to talk about energy efficiency within your household and how we can implement sustainable practices on energy efficiency in the hospitality industry, which obviously we can implement in our households as well. By the end of the video, I hope I can enhance your knowledge on energy consumption and show you hacks and tips on how we can be energy efficient in our homes. So what are we waiting for? Let's get straight into it. Oh, before I forget, please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button below. Yeah, and that's it. Let's get straight into it. Let's go. There are many uses of energy in households, including space and water heating, cooling, lighting, cooking, electronic appliances, and among others. And in 2019, households accounted for 26.3% of final energy consumption, or we can say 16.9% of the gross inland energy consumption in the EU, according to the Journal of Eurostats. Households use the most energy to heat their homes, which accounts for 63.6%, followed by lighting, which is 14.1%. Then comes water heating, which is 14%. Then followed by cooking devices, which is only 6.1%, and space, cooling, and end use of other appliances accounts for 0.4 to 0.1 respectively. In the EU, 100% of lighting, space, cooling needs all account for 100% of energy consumption. Light is a form of energy, and when light source is turned on, energy consumption occurs. It is very important to use energy efficient lamps, since lighting is primarily accomplished by using fossil fuels. Energy consumption can be reduced when using these energy efficient lamps, which will pay for themselves over time despite their higher costs. Since the lighting system in the hospitality industry works the same just in our homes, I'm going to show you a method on how we can be more energy efficient in our homes, which can be adopted in the hospitality sector as well. So let me dive deeper into lighting and how we can be more energy efficient. Incandescent lamps are very inefficient lamps, and even though they are not energy efficient, they are still used because they are inexpensive and used out of habit, especially in the hospitality industry. Halogen lamps, which are connected to incandescent lamps, are the same, but are designed to produce extremely bright lights, although they are quite small. CFLs, also known as compact fluorescent lamps, can be believed to be a little bit more efficient than their counterpart, incandescent lamps, but they are still very outdated. However, this does not stop them from being used today. Now, the most important lamp is LEDs. These are the most efficient lamps found today and have become the standard lighting option. They outperform older lighting technologies, and they are readily available in lots of models and can be used in multiple different applications. Over the years, they have substantially reduced in pricing, thus making them energy efficient and only a little bit more expensive than compact fluorescent lamps. Given their low energy consumption as well as their long service life, efficient lamps are considered to bring a great amount of financial savings. The cost of an efficient lamp depends on the type, the brand, the watt, and the geographical location. However, placing a 70-watt incandescent lamp with a 20-watt compact fluorescent lamp yields a return on investment of 690% over the life of the efficient lamp. And replacing a 50-watt halogen reflector lamp with a 7-watt LED spotlight yields a return on investment of 850% over the life of the LED. Seeing the financial savings, LEDs are considered the best. Many people have already recognized the wasted energy and the high cost of using traditional lamps. So let's make a change and replace our lamps, our traditional lamps, with LEDs. And even though they seem to be expensive, as LEDs are 20 euros each, people have still started to make a change and reduce because their long-term savings are remarkable. Now that I've shown you the method on how we can be more energy efficient in our homes with regards to lighting by replacing traditional lights with LEDs, I'm going to move on to the next topic, which is water. Going into water conservation, I'll discuss the water flow rates that can be recommended for taps and the measures you can take to reduce the amount of water wasted by wasteful taps that consume a lot more than necessary. So why should we worry about conservation in the first place? Water bills tend to be much smaller than electricity bills, so water conservation is not usually a priority, which can be a very highly mistake because taps consume much more water than necessary. Like for us, using water to brush our teeth, to wash vegetables, wash fruits, wash dishes, etc. The real cost of water in the hospitality industry is generally much greater than the price changed by water suppliers, particularly when water has to be heated prior to use. This is especially true for water that must be heated before use. As a result, the water and energy costs of taps that are installed in hotels can be surprisingly high. For example, in a typical double occupancy guest room, a wasteful hot and cold tap uses about 80 euros of water and energy per year. And a wasteful hot and cold tap in the kitchen sink consumes about 980 euros of water and energy per year. Most tap flows range between 8 to 25 liters per minute. And what's an important note is that the recommended tap flows are 2 liters per minute in hand wash sinks, 4 liters per minute in, if it's a hotel, guest bathrooms, and 6 to 8 liters per minute in kitchens and other work areas. And it is also important to conserve water. And one way to do this is to use aerators, which reduce the flow of water for inefficient faucets. Now, the question you're probably asking is, what is an aerator? So let me dive deeper into what that is. An aerator is a small device that fits at the end of a faucet to conserve water. The aerator is fastened to the tap with a threaded metal housing, an insert that specifies the type of flow as well as the maximum flow produced by the tap, and it consists of a rubber washer. Before buying an aerator for a tap, you need to define their size, stream, maximum flow, and their housing. Aerators come in various sizes and shapes, and fortunately, the vast majority of taps are fitted with the so-called standard size aerator, which has a round housing with an inner diameter of 21 millimeters. The second most common type of aerator size is called the US Junior size, which has a round housing of an inner diameter of 18.2 millimeters. Tap aerators typically cost 3 to 5 euros each and have a payback period of 2 to 4 months. The type of housing that is essential for your tap should also be taken into consideration when purchasing a complete aerator. Housings come in 3 different varieties: male, female, and dual. Male thread housings have threads on the outer surface of the housing. It is common to find these types of aerators on bathroom taps. Female thread housing have threads on the inner surface of the housing. These types of aerators are usually found on gooseneck taps in bars, restaurant, kitchen, and other work areas. Dual thread housings are aerators with threads on the outer and inner surface of the housing and are typically used in bathrooms or on gooseneck taps. In rare cases, retrofitting a wasteful tap with an efficient aerator is not a feasible option. This is either because the tap is not designed for aerators, or the aerator has an odd shape or size, or you cannot find it in a specific region. If this is the case, close the shuttle valves, which is installed underneath your sink, and this requires the least amount of work and can be achieved with significant water and energy savings. Installing aerators are very efficient, as they last up to 10 years and they can be a cost-effective investment. Regarding the hospitality industry, based on stats and figures, applying this sustainable measure to reduce the maximum flow output of guest room taps in a typical 100-room hotel from 15 liters to 6 liters per minute can reduce the water and LPG cost by 2,600 euros, as well as give a return on investment of 550%.